What's up YouTube, Fallout Freak here, and I'm back with another factions video. So this factions video is going to be on the faction known as the Powder Gangers from Fallout New Vegas. So without further ado, let's go straight into it and talk about the Powder Gangers. The Powder Gangers, also referred to as Powder Gangsters by Johnson Nash, are a gang of escaped prisoners operating in the Mojave Wasteland in 2281. Background: in the distant past, the NCR Correctional Facility was the John Conservancy, a low-security, all-female prison. When the NCR occupied the Mojave, it was commandeered as an all-male prison, in contrast to its pre-war purpose, to house prisoners on a work-release program. The inmates were tasked with maintaining a railroad alongside the Long 15 under military supervision, keeping the vital link between the Boneyard and New Vegas alive. However, as the war with the Legion escalated, more and more prison guards were redeveloped to the Colorado River against the warden's objections. This provided an opportunity that the inmates seized to stage a prison break. Under the leadership of Samuel Cook, a small group of inmates gathered weapons and explosives before rebelling against the NCR staffing the facility. Blasting their way out of the cell block, they quickly overwhelmed what little NCR personnel were present at the site, killed the warden, and established their own rule. The prisoner population dispersed, with some following Cook into Vault 19, others staying with Eddie and Powder Gangers, and some heading out to cause mayhem along the Interstate 15. The revolt shut down Highway 93 and the NCR's main road to Vegas. The situation worsened when the Power Gangers stole Sloan's dynamite supply, shutting down Quarry Junction and inadvertently unleashing death claws on the quarry and the highway. Eventually, the gangers established a sizable presence outside the prison with a ring of camps around it, focused on raiding caravans that tried to push through to Vegas and launch attacks to terrorize the local towns of Goodsprings, Sloan, and Primm. Organization: there are several groups of loosely organized powder gangers that organized quickly after the prison break. Many remain in the prison and have been raiding surrounding areas under the leadership of Eddie. There are factions of powder gangers spread far along the southwestern part of the Mojave all the way down towards Nipton. The smaller groups of powder gangers are all led by a strong or cunning underboss like Joe Cobb. A large contingent of powder gangers can be found in Vault 19 under the leadership of Samuel Cook, although they are identified as escaped convicts. Relations with the outside: due to their hostility, the Powder Gangers have little to no friendly relations with outside groups. They are hated by both the NCR, whom they were former prisoners of, and Caesar's Legion due to their harassment of Legion raiding parties. The Brotherhood of Steel dislike them due to interfering with patrols near and in Hidden Valley. The group engaged in commerce with establishments in Nipton. However, even in Nipton before the massacre, the group visited opposite the NCR, the troopers at night, and gang members during the day to avoid conflict. The Vault 19 group planned to join the Great Khans at the behest of their leader Samuel Cook, indicated some level of respect is held for the Khans. Technology: the favored and most common weapons among the powder gangers are explosives, primarily the power charges, and dynamite, which they acquired during their time in prison and escape. However, they also have a large arsenal of guns, some stolen, others looted from dead NCRCF guards. They carry single shotguns, 9mm pistols, varmint rifles, and .357 Magnum revolvers. However, some members who have moved further away from the prison, such as those found at Whitaker Farmstead, are significantly better armed, sometimes equipped with laser or plasma rifles. Interactions with player characters, members, notable quotes, endings. So that is a little bit about the Powder Gangers. Let me go ahead and turn up my volume and play you a quote. Here we go.
Damn, running low on smokes again.
Yeah. Alright, now let me see if my internet cooperates with me, and it is. Let me go ahead and get my desktop up and show you a picture of what the Powder Gangers look like. These are the Powder Gangers. You see a bulletproof vest right here. Guy with a bulletproof vest right here. Guy with a mask right here. Yeah, these are about what the Powder Gangers look like. A lot of them are in Vault 19, and they, I guess, cause a bunch of chaos in the southwestern part of the Mojave Wasteland. And that is my factions video on the Powder Gangers from Fallout New Vegas. Hit me up in the comment section below, and please let me know what you thought about the Powder Gangers. I know you run into them in an early quest towards the very beginning of the game, but until my next factions video, you must always remember that war never changes.